Okay, for those of you continuing on in the Cichowicz, we're going to go ahead and add the sixth now. I'm sorry, my dog's about to go crazy. The male is here. Come here. It's always good to take little chop breaks and pet your dog when you're warming up. Okay. Now, in the original one, you go to the seventh before you go up to the octave, but I usually skip that one. It's just my personal preference. Now I'm going to go up to the octave. Forgot what key I'll do. Now this is a good intermediate stopping point, gets you up to high C, and that's higher than most of us have to play in most of our repertoire. But for those of you that are more advanced, or you want to use this as a range stretching exercise, you can continue on with this as high as you're capable. For right now, I'll continue on and I'll add the ninth. Well, differently from before, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up so that all those ninths feel a lot more comfortable, and I'm gradually stretching my range rather than immediately going to a whole step higher than what I've played. Ready? Forgot what key I was in. Ready and go. You can use alternate fingerings throughout all of these if you want to do a little bit of a lip slur. Sometimes I even add a trill between the top two notes. Here you go, ready and go. You can also play it with the normal fingering as well, that's fine. And what I'm about to do is what you should do if what happened to me happens to you. I'm going to redo that one and make sure that I'm really solidly on that high D and sustaining the airspeed necessary for that upper note the entire time that I'm holding it rather than giving up on it halfway through. And you've probably seen me moving my tuning slide as I go. When I start, my horn's cold, I'm a little cold. As I get warmed up, my pitch gets a little bit higher, and then I eventually end up with my tuning slide where it normally is when I'm playing, so that I'm not super sharp. And my horn's not cold anymore. So for those of you, don't be afraid to move it. Again, I'm only moving it about that much. I'm not pulling way out by the end of this. So if you find yourself being a little bit high towards the end of these, try to settle into these notes and relax a little bit more. There are a couple other things that I would do with this. Like I said, I'll just give you some examples. I may add some trills or like this. Articulation if I don't want to wait 30 minutes or 40 minutes for my tongue to start working. I may do them either on the top note or on the lowest note, or I can go through the whole exercise going. Something like that. I may also, again, if I'm not centering notes really well, I may try one or two things where I might bend the first note, the second note maybe, or the third note, and then the top note and the lowest note. Just finding each one of those. The other thing that I do to help center is to flutter tone. This helps me keep my airflow going and helps me sort of focus my aperture and embouchure in a little bit. But obviously you can continue on with these as high as you can go. But for now, I think up to C or at least up to D would be a great way to get yourself ready for the day and ensure that you're spending enough time working on tone production and listening for your sound every day.